Well, we're picking purslane, which is considered a weed, although it's edible. A lot of weeds are edible. And we're going to put it in a salad tonight after washing it for a dinner we're doing, which is a fundraiser for Awbury Arboretum. And it's sort of like a succulent in appearance, and it actually is somewhat succulent in flavor. So it's very tasty and delicious. It's sort of like a mild lettuce, but it's got a nice crunch, a nice bite. And it's a great salad mixed with other wild greens. So we've got some lamb's quarters, and we've got some wood sorrel, and we've got some wild violet. Whenever you sort of see an old abandoned lot, you'll see a lot of edible greens. Garlic mustard is pretty prevalent. So there's really a lot of greens if you know what you're looking for, which I've learned from the Wild Foodies of Philly. And my tutor, Lynn Landes.
Is this a Wild Foodie over here?
Yes.
So you're the ringleader of the Wild Foodies of Philadelphia?
Yes, I'm the founder of the Wild Foodies of Philly. We were founded in 2010, and our mission is to learn as much as we can about wild edible plants for food, fiber, and medicine. And we do tours mainly in the city, but there are other tours that are outside the city so that people can learn about this. And we're particularly interested in, in going into the schools and teaching the children. And the reason that's important is because although they hear the term sustainable agriculture, there's really nothing sustainable about crops that need to be planted and replanted by people. Whereas the wild plants that don't really need people are all around us. So we should know about them, I would think, first. Anybody with any kind of a bit of a yard, which unfortunately I do not have, I live in the city, has access to it. Really, the first step is to stop using any kind of weed killer and just let these plants start to manifest themselves. The one I use a lot, and this is on a medicinal level, is plantain, which is a common weed or plant, there is no such thing as a weed, that you can find everywhere and around the world as well. And it's a huge antibiotic, both externally and internally. And as far as other plants, we're picking purslane, which is a great source of omega-3s. That's a hot weather plant. But all year round, you've got dandelions, you have Asiatic dayflower, you have pine needles, which are a great source of vitamin C.
And that gentleman you were telling me is?
And Jeff Miller is one of the top caterers in Philadelphia, and he was so kind as to volunteer last year to put this thing together, and now it's an annual event to benefit Awbury Arboretum, and so we're foraging actually today for the dinner tonight.